In the meantime, the civil society organization Ethics Vanguard has urged President Bola Tinubu to dismiss Defense Minister Mohammed Badaru Abubakar, citing worsening insecurity and gross incompetence. In a statement issued in Abuja, the group condemned the minister's failure to stem the tide of violence across Plateau, Kaduna, Zamfara, and even the capital, Abuja. The organization commended legislator Solomon Marin for demanding accountability and called on lawmakers to pass a vote of no confidence in the minister. Ethics Vanguard accused Abubakar of lacking the capacity to lead in times of conflict and of ignoring recent massacres. The group warned that unless the minister is removed within 14 days, it will mobilize over 120 civil society organizations for a nationwide protest targeting key government institutions. Now let's discuss this further, and this is of course of the issue of recurring insecurity in the country. We are joined by security expert Reverend John Hayab. He is the country director at Global Peace Foundation, Nigeria. Reverend Hayab, welcome to News Central Now. Fantastic. Good afternoon. Thank you so much for joining us. Unfortunately, having to discuss very sad security situations in Nigeria. I'll go straight to it. We're hearing that Ethics Vanguard is demanding the sack of the Minister of Defense over insecurity in Nigeria. Do you think this is the right way to go, or this is facing the wrong direction?
The unfortunate thing in Nigeria is that once an appointment has been made, people are serving, groups will be either sponsored or will be called by some interested individuals to come out and make speeches that so person should be. Security in Nigeria is not about the Minister of Defense. The challenge of insecurity, so to single out one minister and say no, or he should be out of some groups that have been sponsored. So for me, I don't think this is the way to go. The challenge of insecurity is something that we need to look at with different groups to find how we. So the group that is asking for the sack of the challenges, what contribution are they bringing to the table to arrange insecurity challenges? Let's start discussing things that way in Nigeria, or else we'll just come and waste time talking about this man should be sacked. I have seen service chiefs sacked several times, Minister of Defense changed several times, but our matter has never been resolved by just a change of name or change of personnel.
And really, that is why I asked you the question of whether this is facing the wrong direction, because as many people would believe, the buck stops on the president.
I think strongly this is the wrong direction. At the moment, what we are really looking for in Nigeria is a solution. How do we go about it? What can you bring to the table? Let's speak out. If they are not listening, then that's another issue. But we've not yet come up with solution or suggestion on how to go about it. We are just interested in someone should be removed. If you remove him, who are you bringing? Do you think he has the solution? We'll just keep recycling people who will come and steal money, who will not really address the issue.
All right, so let me put it to you then, Reverend Hayab. So what are the strategic measures you would prioritize to reclaim and secure some of the ungoverned spaces that seemingly are currently being exploited by insurgents and bandits across Nigeria?
The truth about it is that there is no place in Nigeria that there are no Nigerians. And you cannot help it. How do we engage the locals, the community members, in our efforts to address the insecurity challenges that we are facing, in our effort to dislodge the bandits or dislodge the criminals? These people are important stakeholders. Many times we don't deal with them, we don't talk with them, we don't hear their view, we don't listen to their suggestion. We think we know. I think that is what I feel first. How are we engaging the communities where we believe that these bandits or criminals have taken advantage and are terrorizing? They have a role to play. Let's listen to them. They have something to tell us. Then the other aspect of it is that these criminals are not spirits. They walk on the street. We must win the trust of the people so that the people can tell us what they are seeing. The problem is that there is trust deficit around, so people are not talking. People are not giving out information because they think if they do, these criminals will come after them because they will get information about what they said from those in power or those who are supposed to protect them. If we are able to address that, then our security agencies are strong enough. They have what it takes to fish out these criminals. You see, orders have been given over and over. When Mr. President came back from his trip recently, we were told that he gave a marching order that enough is enough. But every time this enough is just like his rhetoric, there is no action. The chief of staff, the chief of army staff, the chief of defense staff, the chief of naval staff, the chief of air staff, the SSS director, the inspector general of police, the NSA, and all these things supposed to put head and say, look, we will go by the marching order of Mr. President. Anybody who stands on the way of peace will be eliminated, because that is why we have security forces in the country. We are treating them with kid gloves, and that's why conversations around removing this keeps coming. But if people will see us going after them because they are disturbing the peace of the country, the game will be over.
All right, Reverend John Hayab, we'll have to stop there for now. But of course, as it is an ongoing situation, I'm sure we'll be talking to you again soon. Thank you so much for your time.